Our next speaker today is Elay Cohen. Elay is the co-founder and author of Saleshood, a software-as-a-service platform and community for sales professionals. Elay was the Senior Vice President of Sales Productivity at Salesforce.com, who led the teams that executed sales training, onboarding, and deal support for thousands of salespeople. He was recognized as the company's 2011 top executive, and he created the Partner Relationship Management category. He currently lives with his family in San Francisco. He's a big fan of photography, rollerblading, and cooking. And amazingly, he's been known to do all three simultaneously. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Elay Cohen.
Well, hello. My name is Elay Cohen. I'm the co-founder of Saleshood. I'm here to talk about a topic that is top of mind for every executive on the planet: getting teams up to speed faster. Specifically, getting sales teams to ramp faster and keep them up to speed in an efficient way. That's what we're going to talk about today. You know, a little bit about my background. I worked at Salesforce.com for almost 8 years, the Senior Vice President of Sales Productivity. So what does that mean? It means that my team and I, we onboarded thousands of reps every year. I think the last time we did the tally, it was about 7,500 reps. Think about that, the boot camps, the coaching, the certifications. It was a machine. I also wrote a book called Saleshood. And upon reflection of my time at Salesforce.com and writing the book, I really kind of got to explore the depth of some of the secrets of the success. And the question I wanted to answer was, how do you scale? How do you get reps up to speed faster? I wanted to answer this question for every executive on the planet, every CEO, every CRO, every CMO. I want to be able to answer the question, how do you onboard your reps faster? How do you develop a culture of ongoing team development so you can launch products faster? You can scale how you go to market faster. How do you drive execution so you can close more deals faster? Faster, 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 speed. That's what this is all about. And you know, if you kind of take a step back and ask yourself, how does this happen today? You know, when Benioff would say to me, hey Eli, we want you to roll out a new Sales Cloud certification to the thousands of sales reps on the planet. You know, we had to do it with some of the old school kind of ways. You know, a few years back, those of you that are watching that were part of this, we would fly around the planet and certify people, you know, one at a time. Think of the inefficiency. Think of the cost. Think of the time. You know, it took us about 90 days, 120 days, which, by the way, is pretty fast, but to finally get around the planet and get everyone done. And that was how we were driving consistency. But we did it. And that's just not scalable. Think about how folks are doing it today. You know, maybe you're having your sales teams take their pitches that they have, and maybe they're uploading it to some central repository collecting internet dust. It's not a great way either. And then another way that we're seeing people do it is, you know, having the manager certify. You know, in either way, when you're trying to get your reps on message, when you're trying to train your reps, and either you're flying them around or you're flying around, not efficient, not scalable, very limited retention, or maybe you're having people, you know, record a long pitch that no one ever really looks at, you know, or you have the managers do it. You know, in these scenarios, which are very, very common, and kind of in the dark ages a little bit, what you're really losing is the ability for salespeople to learn from each other. You know, salespeople like to talk about their wins. Salespeople like to talk about their experiences. Salespeople like to hear other salespeople talk about their experiences. I know that when I hear a peer close a deal, I'm taking notes. I'm writing down why they closed that deal, and that's got a proven ROI. And the ROI isn't just about storytelling. The ROI is also about the efficiency. You know, we also know that peer-to-peer, as a best practice for getting sales teams to be up to speed, is also supported by the idea of accountability. You know, if every salesperson is going to share their experiences, share their pitch, share their best discovery questions, share their deal wins, then you know what? Everyone's going to do it, and everyone's going to be in it together. The transparency and accountability of that is amazing. It's a lot different than flying around or having a manager, you know, kind of cert or get their reps on message. Think about what happens, and I've seen it. And I know a lot of you managers do this, and I love you all, but when you're certifying your reps, here's how it goes down. You know, you'll kind of do the first one and maybe 2 or 3 slides in, oh yeah, you got it. Or maybe you'll take everyone in the room or everyone on the call and everybody does 1 slide. You know, that doesn't help anyone. What you really want to do is you want to have every sales rep kind of record their best pitch or get their best pitch from a real live session. And then finally, engagement, right? So we're talking about why peer-to-peer, proven ROI, better accountability, more accountability, but here's where it kind of goes off the charts, is the engagement. The reps have a hunger to learn. The reps have a hunger to see each other's presentations. And here's how I know this. You know, we've run a whole bunch of peer-to-peer learning programs, best practice sharing programs, team collaboration programs, certification programs with a number of companies on the planet. Inside Sales is one of them. You know, I had a rep walk up to me at a conference and say, you know what's amazing about this peer-to-peer idea? The amazing thing is, you know, I was able to start at my job and log in and see all of the pitches. I watched about 200 pitches in the first day. And then I sat down and I wrote down my pitch. And then I recorded my pitch, and I got feedback from my peers. And this rep told me that in 1 week, they were able to get their pitch down and get ramped up. And that is astounding, because they said in my last job, it took me 90 days. So with video, with mobile, with benchmarks, so you can see how you're doing relative to your peers, really key aspect to tap into, that energy for sales professionalism and for sales competence. But the other one is gamification, right? So the idea of seeing how you rank, how you score, how do you stand? You know, that is a concept that is really tapping into, you know, kind of the child instincts of all of us. Like, who doesn't want to be at the top of the leaderboard? Not just for performance, but also for competence, for accomplishments, and also based on peer reviews, right? So if I record a pitch, I want to make sure that my pitch is the best it can be. And I am going to make sure it's the best it can be when I know that all my peers are watching it and they're scoring me. So now that we've talked about peer-to-peer and the philosophical benefits of peer-to-peer and the ROI benefits, and we've dove into the technical, kind of why technically it's available today to us at scale, video, mobile, gamification, benchmarks, big data. We can do it today. Now let's talk about what it means and where you can apply it to your businesses. So I'm going to talk about 4 areas. Number 1, onboarding. Number 2, ongoing team development. Number 3, we're going to talk about product launches. And number 4, we're going to talk about sales execution. So again, peer-to-peer, getting reps up to speed faster. If you want the secret sauce, how to get reps to onboard faster, here's your secret. I want you to think about all of the firsts. First call, first elevator pitch, first customer presentation, first email, first customer call, first demo, first quote, first proposal. If you can document all those firsts and then get the best of the best to record those firsts, and then make those firsts available to the general population of your sales professionals, and then get everybody in your organization, in your sales teams, to record their firsts, and then make that become part of the culture, home run. You're going to get your reps up to speed faster, because they're going to see the best of the best, and then they're going to very quickly want to get through that journey, get through accomplishing those milestones of recording their firsts, because they want their reps to give them feedback. Because you know what? I want to hit quota faster. So I'm going to go look for those presentations that exist. I'm going to go look for those videos for those first. And you know what? Don't put them all at the beginning. Don't expect your sales reps to have to record all those firsts in that first week of boot camp. Plan it out. Give them a 30, 60, 90-day program. And make it fit the flow of your go-to-market in your business. So that's onboarding. That's how you can leverage peer-to-peer to accelerate, to really get your reps to ramp faster. All right, now that we've talked about ramping faster and onboarding, now let's talk about ongoing team development. How you can apply peer-to-peer principles to this key part of your business. The recommendation or the suggestion is, you know, think about deal wins, loss reviews. Think about deal reviews. Think about, you know, your weekly huddles and those weekly team meetings. Institutionalize into the culture the idea that you want every sales professional and every team sharing their experiences, scoring each other on their deals. And an effective team meeting is a meeting that really has at the essence of it, because the sales world, sales professionals want to learn from each other, they want to share best practices, has peer-to-peer at the essence of it. So there's a structured meeting with a structured topic, whether you're doing deal wins or loss reviews, but you're instituting the basic principles of sales reps giving each other feedback and scoring each other. You can learn so much about what's happening in your deals by tapping into the energy of the sales reps giving each other feedback on key things like deal wins and on their pitches in the weekly team meetings. Now let's talk about launching products. You know, the idea of launching products is so critical to the success of an organization. Time to market, getting products launched quickly. How do we do it? We distribute content to the sales teams. We enable them to role play around product pitches, objection handling. Think about that for a second. Why not provide sales teams the ability to handle objections together as a team, score each other on their objections in real time, not after losses happen, not after deals get pushed. Do it in real time. We want to roll out product playbooks so sales teams can consume them in their weekly team meetings. So bring peer-to-peer to life, not just for boot camps and for onboarding, not just for the ongoing team development for deal reviews, but also for your product launches. And now finally, let's dive into sales execution. And let's talk about how you can scale your sales process. Remember, the ROI here is all about closing more deals faster. Here's the secret. Take your sales process, break it down into small chunks. Think about all those customer conversations. Record them. Get your sales reps, get your sales teams to practice them in their team meetings. Do contests so that way they can score each other on those bite-sized chunk conversations. Don't think of certification as a one-time event. Think of certification as an ongoing challenge that you provide your organization. You should be running a monthly challenge around a key messaging tool that you want to enable your sales professionals. Elevator pitch, first call presentation, discovery, solution recommendation. These are conversations that your sales teams are having that your sales teams can learn from each other if they practice those conversations and share their best practices and hear each other pitch. Before I wrap up, I want to leave you with a question. Are you ready? What impact will peer-to-peer have on your bottom line? Are you going to see a 50% improvement in ramp time? What will happen to your bottom line if you can do that? That's material. Are you going to see sales cycles drop by 30 to 40% by embracing peer-to-peer? Why not? Here's what you got to think about to kind of gauge whether you're ready. Number one, are you ready to lead by example? What I mean by that is, here's the perfect sniff test. If your chief sales officer is willing and ready to grab their phone and shoot the pitch right then and there, then you're ready. If marketing has a seat at the table, then you're ready. If they're part of the conversation, if they're packaging up the content the way you need it, if they're part of your go-to-market, if they embrace peer-to-peer as well, not just as a way to distribute content, but also as a way to crowdsource content, then you're ready. If your culture is such that constructive criticism is the way that you're providing feedback rather than bashing, then you're ready. If learning is a big part of how you go to market and a big part of your values, then you're ready. Every moment is a learning moment. Look at your values. Is learning a part of your values? Do you want to be better? And then finally, do you have vision? Do you have a big vision for this world of your sales teams and your customer-facing employees sharing best practices on an ongoing basis? Are you ready for that vision? You know, we're excited to be a part of the Inside Sales family and to be a partner of Inside Sales, and we're grateful for the opportunity to be here to share kind of the benefits of peer-to-peer and how you're going to get reps up to speed faster. If you're interested in diving in and exploring more, you can request access to the SalesHood platform. Or you can go get my book and read more about it, or reach out to me, Eli@saleshood.com. And thank you very much for this session.